Next up is an Eric Holmes movie called Invasion. Just kidding, it's called Invader. Not Invasion, it's Invader. I was telling Eric Holmes, hey, this movie is only 70 minutes. It looks like a very cool film. And it's 70 minutes, but this is the longest plot summary and it seems convoluted. Are you able to actually talk about the plot and give a review of Invader, which by the way is written and directed by Mickey Keating, and he's a popular director amongst indie cinephiles. And then it's Joe Swanberg is a producer. That is Invader. Eric Holmes, take it away.
Yeah, I guess the short version is that. Well, let's see what her name is. I think it's
Anna,
Anna.
played by Vero Maynez.
Yeah.
She's
So
visiting her
she's
cousin Camila in
well,
Chicago.
she know. Yeah, she's supposed to meet up with her, but she can't find her.
Mm.
All right, and she suspects something's off. I think at one point she finds her car with the keys in it, but like she's not seeing her. And then she ends up at the house. She goes to the house with this one guy, and they see that someone else is there that they don't that she doesn't recognize. And then so they sneak into the house and find out it's like a serial killer, maybe. He like basically breaks into people's houses, does his thing, and then ends up killing them, and then just moves on to the next one. And then so this is and been getting away with it for a long time. And this is you know, him coming in cross with Anna, so they're getting to deal with that. It's got kind of a similar vibe to the Man in the White Van. It's got that kind of look to it, and I like this one quite a bit.
Mm.
There's a couple parts where people do dumb things. Like for instance, someone's kind of freed from a situation. When they should be moving, they decide they're just gonna stand there and talk for a bit in the doorway. It's like, this is great. Move your butt. Because we know the bad guy's down for now, but we've seen a Friday the 13th before and they don't stay down. So just move your ass and then we can talk about it later once we're, within a safe distance.
Yeah.
Pro tip, when you knock a bad guy out, just keep beating them and beating them and beating them.
Okay.
There's a reason why if a hitman shoots you and you're on the ground, they walk up to you and put one bullet in your head just to make sure because they have seen Friday the 13th before. They know how this
Okay.
works. So there's a couple of parts like that where you're just kind of pulling your hair out going, why the hell did they make that dumb decision? But figure if you're in this situation that they're in, people do dumb things when they're in stressful situations. I don't know why I don't just run instead of just standing there and trying to figure it out in the doorway, but that's neither here nor there. The rest of the movie though is really good. I don't understand why the plot summary is not a plot summary. It's a plot extension. Summary is supposed to be
Right.
shorter version, right? But
Yeah,
anywho,
exactly. This is just very long. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does. So the movie opens with some guy just breaking the crap out of this house. It's like going in with a sledgehammer, just like breaking a bunch of stuff and like smashing the floor. And then like he'll kind of look outside the window and then just go back to smashing stuff before we cut to Anna. And then so that part
Right.
was like a little confusing. Like, wait, who is that guy? And why are we with her now? And how are they connected? Find all that stuff out later. But it kind of throws you off at the beginning. But the thing is, 70-minute movie, a little over an hour. Doesn't take that long for everything to start gelling together. And
Yeah.
the ending, I'm not sure how people are going to feel about the ending. I freaking loved it.
Okay.
But I could see some people getting absolutely annoyed by it.
All right. Okay.
Um, so there's that. And
Okay.
oh, and then there's beyond that, there's a couple things where so the main killer guy or the invader or whatever you want to call him,
Yeah.
they're not supernatural, but he does take damage towards the end of the movie, as you might expect with something like this. Damage that would probably kill most people, but doesn't. doesn't kill him.
Hmm.
Like that's when I said, like, when he's down for the count. Normal, I guess that's why it makes sense why they would talk in that doorway. Normal people would have been dead at that point, but he gets up from that. Not really a spoiler, it's just kind of like a trope that you see in movies like this. But
Mm.
yeah, it's good stuff. Think of like something like Halloween, but a non supernatural version of that. A little more
Mm.
realistic, which I think gives. Oh, the look of this is really good. It's kind of dirty looking, but the camera it has a little more shaky cam than I like. But the look of it's really good, and yeah,
Okay.
it's good
Invader.
stuff.
So,
I would watch
so
this again, and
violent.
it's 70 minutes. I probably could.
Yeah, right. Invader. Is it violent?
Yeah, yeah.
Is
There's
it
a skull crushing scene. Um, there's yeah, it's violent.
okay? And it's scary? Unlike everyone is going to die.
Um, Not
To
really. More
for
like
people. Okay.
I don't know if thrilling's the right word, but it's suspenseful, I guess, at times. Because
Okay.
there's a scene where the guy's in the house with a killer. He's like constantly the way the house is set up is like there's almost like a wall or like a wall in the center of it. And so the one guy's constantly it's the killer's going around the guys on the other side of the wall. It's just
Hmm.
constantly just out of his view. So there's a little bit of that. And then there's also a couple
Hmm.
times where the camera will kind of the character's trying to see what's going on, but the camera can get there. But the camera almost seems hesitant to go there because they're afraid. It's almost as if the cameraman's afraid that the killer is going to see him. So that's kind
Okay.
of
Cool.
that kind of works out to pretty good effect. Uh, but yeah, it's
Okay.
good stuff.
What is your rating on Invader? Again, it's a film by Mickey Keating, produced by Joe Swanberg.
I will give this 4.5. Yeah,
Four and a half
four and a
stars
half.
from Eric Holmes.
I don't know why I don't go 5 stars because I would totally watch it. You know what? If they had Faith No More on the soundtrack, I'd probably go 5 stars on this. But yeah, I don't know. It's not pushing it over the edge. It's just
Four
I
and a
guess
half is
just
great. That's a great rating, Eric.
yeah.
Sure.
But it's like when you go 4.5, it's like why not 5? I'm like I'm trying to think of why not 5, but I don't know why not 5. But it's just it's like I don't know. Maybe if I saw it again or something. But yeah, at 70 minutes, you probably watch this
Hmm.
2, 3 times the time
I
it
guess me
takes you
and
to watch The Brutalist, for
right.
example.
Me and Bruce are missing out on Invader. I wonder if Bruce Perky would also enjoy Invader if he
I'm
had time to
kind
watch.
of curious to what Bruce, because like I thought Bruce might have liked Man in the White Van,
Yeah.
but he didn't. But I think the reason he didn't like that is because the time that the main story takes place is like everything else is in the past. So
Right.
like the way it's set up or
Hmm.
structured is kind of confusing, I guess, or can be.
Right.
So I think
Right.
that was
Right.
part of it,
Yeah.
but this doesn't have that. It's just pretty straightforward. Except the beginning's a little throws you off a little bit, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, so you can catch Invader in select theaters Friday, February 21st, which is a good thing. And then on digital, you can catch it March 25th. Hopefully, when March comes around, Eric Holmes will
I
remind you guys to possibly get in on digital. Yes, Eric.
I would say if you can watch this in theaters, do that. But it sounds like that's gonna be tough to do. Although the shaky cam maybe throw you off in the theater, but I think the look and tone of it might work best for a theater if you can do it.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.